More people moved away from the state of Illinois last year than any other state in America, with the exception of New Jersey. But why are people leaving? You might think you know why people are leaving, but the people that actually left last year were surveyed, and the reasons they gave for why they left might shock you. So let's find out. In today's video, we're going to cover the real reasons why people actually left the state of Illinois in 2023. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. My name is John Sintich. I make content just like this each and every week about all things living in the Chicagoland area. I'm also a licensed real estate agent in the state of Illinois, so if you need any help moving to or out of the Chicagoland area, give me a call, shoot me a text, drop me an email. All my contact information is going to be on the screen and below in the description of today's video. Okay, let's get into it. That's right. Illinois ranked second in the nation for most people leaving the state in 2023. Now, this information is according to a survey done by a massive moving company called United Van Lines. Who better to survey people that are moving than a large moving company, right? We also have data from the two most recent United States censuses, surveying people on why they moved out of a particular state, specifically Illinois for this video. So let's get to the actual statistics and see what the heck's going on here. So from 2020 to 2022, Illinois lost residents 3.5 times faster than states like Michigan and Missouri, and 1.5 times faster than a state like Indiana. This is according to United States Census data. Even more staggering is that from 2010 to 2020, 250,000 people either immigrated to Illinois or were born in Illinois. And with that large number, we still lost 3.5 times the rate of residents as a state like Michigan. That's incredible. I mean, we still have the second highest rate of exodus from the state of Illinois, even with that large number of people immigrating to Illinois or being born in the state. Almost 142,000 people have left Illinois, according to the last two United States Census reports. And if you look at last year's Illinois migration total in 2023, 61% of the total migration was outbound, meaning they left Illinois. Only 39% of it was inbound. Now, who's actually leaving the state? We took a look at the demographics of who's actually exiting Illinois for greener pastures. Nearly 75% of all those who exited Illinois last year were over the age of 45. And they took their money with them. A whopping 78% of those who exited Illinois last year had an annual household income of $100,000 or more. So who's left to pay for all these damn taxes in Illinois? Everyone complains about the taxes all the time. Who's left to pay for it? Well, it's that large percentage of people that have a household income of less than $100,000. That's tough because let's face it, in today's society, if your household income combined is less than 100K, it's not that comfortable. Especially in the Chicagoland area, you got to make at least 100K to be, financially comfortable with your living expenses. So let's figure out why this is happening. Why are so many people leaving Illinois? Let me paint a picture for you for a second here. You go over to your family's house for the holidays. You sit down at the dinner table with your uncle who's always causing a scene, always running his mouth about politics. You know this guy. We all have him in our family. And if you were to ask him why so many people are leaving Illinois, he'd probably start ranting about high property taxes, all the horrible crime that's trickling out of Chicago and into the suburbs. And of course, the giant elephant in the room, the fact that Illinois is run primarily by Democrats since time immemorial. Now, of course, these things are all true. There's no denying that Illinois has some of the highest property taxes in the entire country. There is a lot of horrible crime statistics coming out of Chicago each and every year. It always seems to be going up. And it's true that Illinois is primarily a blue state. In most years, it's always going to be run by Democrats. But here's the thing, none of these factors were listed as major reasons why people left the state of Illinois when they took this survey from United Van Lines. It's hard to believe, right? You would think this would be the top reason: crime, politics, property taxes. But really, they weren't the main reasons for people leaving. So what were they? One of the top 3 reasons why people said that they left Illinois, one surveyed by United Van Lines, was because of their family. Almost 18% of those surveyed who left Illinois last year said it was due to family circumstances why they left Illinois. They wanted to be closer to their family. Now, family is obviously a very powerful motivator when it comes to thinking about where you're going to be living. It's one of the main reasons why I choose to stay in Illinois year after year, other than the amazing public schools and the economic opportunity for my career. It's my family. Now, if all of a sudden they moved to another state and all my family was elsewhere, I'd probably leave too. I'd probably go where they were. I lean on my family a lot, and I want them close by to help me with babysitting my daughter. You rely on your family for things sometimes, financially. I like to leave my daughter with my mom or my mother-in-law sometimes when I go out and I have to work. These things are very important, and we tend to overlook them when we're thinking about where should we move. Your family's gonna have a major role, so that is no surprise to me, but It's shocking that it seemed to beat out politics, crime, and property taxes when people stated why they left Illinois. The second strongest reason why people said they left Illinois last year was for retirement. 21% of those who left Illinois last year said they did so because they wanted to retire in a different environment. They wanted to retire far away from Illinois. Retirement is just a huge change for people, and with a less structured daily schedule and more time to just chill out, many of these folks are just taking the opportunity to move to an environment where their weather's nicer, the pace is slower, and the cost of living is cheaper than where they're moving from. A lot of these people are now on a fixed income, and they might not be taking in as much money every month as they were when they were working into their career. So they want to find a place where the cost of living is not going to get out of control, where their fixed income can no longer keep up with the cost of living, and then going broke while you're in retirement is the ultimate nightmare for everyone. The top 5 inbound states for retirees in 2023 were New Mexico, Maine, South Carolina, Delaware, and you guessed it, Florida. Everyone moved to Florida. I mean, come on, Florida sounds nice. Personally, I'd love to snowbird in Florida when I'm older, and if I have that opportunity, I'm gonna consider my life a W. All right, so what's the number one reason why people left Illinois last year? According to the survey done by United Van Lines, 28% of people who left Illinois did so for career opportunity. They said it was for their job. We're continuing to see Americans move to different parts of the country into areas with better job growth. It makes sense, right? You want to go where the jobs are. If you can get an opportunity in a certain field and the opportunity is greater elsewhere, you might move there. I had a good buddy of mine move out to California a few years ago because he could triple his income every year working in the same exact job he was working in Illinois. It just made sense for him and his family. Moving from Illinois to California, you're not going to get much different politics if you pay attention, that's for sure. So it was clearly for his job opportunity. Another major factor is remote work. Now, of course, since the pandemic has ended, a lot of people have returned to the office, but for a lot of people, remote work is never going away. It's here to stay. They're going to be able to work from home for the rest of their career. And these people are taking advantage of the opportunity to work remotely out of Illinois. They're choosing to work remotely in another state that suits their lifestyle better. And maybe they're just labeling the job as the reason why they left. I can do my job in another state. So I left my current state of Illinois so I could do my job in another place. My job is allowing me to work outside of Illinois, so I'm taking that opportunity and running with it. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that these reasons make sense why people leave Illinois? Were you shocked to find that some of these other reasons weren't labeled as the top 3 or even included as all, or even mentioned at all by these people in the survey? It kind of surprised me. So drop a comment below. Let me know what you think is the number 1 reason for leaving. If you're considering leaving Illinois, I'd love to hear your reasons why in the comments as well. I hope you got some value from this video. If at any point you found yourself enjoying this video, please do me a huge favor, like it, subscribe to my channel. I make content just like this each and every week about all things living in the Chicagoland area. And of course, if you're like the people that left Illinois last year, you need to relocate out of Illinois, you're giving up on Illinois, I'd be more than happy to help you relocate. I am a licensed realtor in the state of Illinois. And of course, if you're moving into Illinois, I'd love to help you with that as well. All my contact information is going to be on the screen and below in the description of the video. Just shoot me a call, text, email. My team and I would be absolutely honored to help you. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.